The debate about equity market structure has been an ongoing debate that has gone on long before the publication of the book Flash Boys. The industry's been talking about these issues for at least the last almost a decade now. Mm-hmm. And the chair of the SEC, Mary Jo White, has had this in her sights for quite some time. So I'm here with Valerie Bogard, who's an analyst at the TABB Group, who's recently co-authored a report that details the 13 directives in Mary Jo White's most recent speech that she gave in June of this year. So Val, can you tell us a little bit about why you chose to conduct a survey after this particular speech?
This most recent speech in June was kind of a follow-up on Chair White's speech in October of 2013. Mm-hmm. And she was very deliberate in the directives that she was outlining. She outlined 13 directives, and it's kind of her blueprints for what she's going to do to enhance the U.S. equity market structure. Okay, and
these directives are aimed at things like, as I understand it, the access fee cap, maker-taker pricing, mm-hmm. The tick pilot plan, trade sizes and dark pools, matching logic, things like that.
Right.
And you've broken the industry up into its various counterparts to ask them how they feel about these directives, mm-hmm. and their confidence in the markets, right?
Yeah.
So, in general, when you asked them, the industry, these questions about these directives, did you find that everybody pretty much agreed on all of them, or did you find that one or two parties would dissent on their opinions, or were there any surprises?
Yeah, there were some people that kind of strayed from the pack a little bit. Mm-hmm. One of those groups was execution venues, mm-hmm. And you can kind of see that some of these topics are related to exchanges or dark pools, ATSs, and so it kind of makes sense that they might have different opinions than other people in the industry.
Chair White has said that she wants this to be an open dialogue. She wants people to give their feedback on these directives. But how much do you see these directives changing? Do you think that they're going to go into implementation as they stand now, or is there going to be a lot of sort of back and forth and sort of deciding how things will go?
I think Chair White has been really receptive to getting feedback from the market. In both of her speeches, the one in October of 2013 and the one in June, she has specifically asked people in the industry to give their opinions about it. Mm-hmm. In fact, one of her directives is to form a market structure advisory committee with people from the industry. So I think that she's receptive to feedback. But it is important to know that this is not her wish list for stuff to happen. She has been very clear about that these are the things that she will address during her time in office.
What do the survey respondents see as the timeline for these directives to be implemented?
There are 13 directives, so this is pretty ambitious. And most of the participants saw that most of these directives would probably take over a year to really become fully implemented. Mm-hmm. But we are starting to see some of these directives underway. We saw, the tick size pilot plan go out with an order for the exchanges to develop a more detailed list of how they will execute it. And once we pass the comment period for that will go into the implementation phase.
Excellent. Mm-hmm. Well, we are eagerly awaiting the results of your survey in this forthcoming mm-hmm. report. Please look out for the report, which is titled, what is the title of the report again?
It's SEC Chair White's Market Structure, the Industry Votes.
Excellent. Again, this has been Valerie Bogard, analyst at the TABB Group, and I'm Anna Stumpf. I'm producer with TabbFORUM, and thanks very much for taking the time to be with us.